This looks intriguing.
Revelio. Revelio.
This must be the place Anne told me about. No one's been here for ages.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio.
It's no wonder I never found that clue. No, that's not it. No. How did you do this, Jackdaw?
Revelio. Accio.
You'll not outfox me, Jackdaw.
Revelio. Accio.
You couldn't outwit me, Jackdaw. Now, where's the clue you left behind?
Revelio.
A note from Jackdaw. Anne never found it. So how did he die? Was she to blame at all?
Revelio.
Could it be? Has someone solved my puzzle after all these years? Well done indeed. Richard Jackdaw, at your service.
The Richard Jackdaw. I heard you disappeared years ago. You have some explaining to do.
I do? That was my puzzle you solved. What are you doing here?
A retired aura, Helen Thistlewood, told me about a map you stole from Peeves, and then Anne told me about a cave.
You saw Anne? Broke my heart. I had to go on without her. Probably best for her in the end. Dare I ask? How is she?
She was imprisoned in Azkaban for your murder. I fear the Dementors have taken an irreversible toll on her.
What? Azkaban? Oh, poor Anne. I had no idea. I thought she'd written me off. I've been travelling the world for years to mend my broken heart. I came back here only recently. On a whim. I must speak to the aura you mentioned and see how I can help Anne.
I'm glad to hear it. Before you go, would I still be able to find the pages with the map Helen mentioned?
I'm almost certain I dropped them in the cave the moment I was beheaded. They're bound to be mouldering away with the rest of me. Tell you what, meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll show you precisely where to find them.
If you don't mind me asking, how did you lose your head?
I was having a look about when I suddenly sensed a refreshing breeze, after which I felt, well, lightheaded. That's all I remember. Hence, if you do find yourself in a cave, be prepared. I can't tell you what for specifically, but you seem a perceptive sort. Beware a light breeze.
Helen mentioned Apollonia Black. Did she set up Anne to take the fall?
Have you never met any members of the Black family? They can be rather vindictive. Once Anne showed an interest in me, Apollonia couldn't let it alone. That her own heart had grown cold simply didn't matter.
How is it possible to steal from Peeves? A poltergeist?
I didn't steal the pages from his ghostly form. I merely found them in his wake of destruction. He has a penchant for wrecking things. Books, bottles, suits of armor, whatever's likely to cause the most chaos. Found them on the floor outside the library where he discarded them. Not my luckiest find, all things considered.
Thank you. I need to find those pages to help a friend.
I shall see you there.
Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Revelio.
Shame
Revelio.
thought dark magic was the answer. I reckon Rookwood's played a hand in his disappearance.
Upper Hogsfield is being terrorised by Ranrock's loyalists.
I couldn't help but overhear. Did you mention Ranrock's loyalists?
I did. Never imagined they'd act this deadly. I'm Claire Beaumont, by the way.
Nice to meet you.
Ranrock and his followers have set up camp here. No regard for our beloved hamlet or our livelihoods. Ruthless. My brother Bardolph dared to stand up to them and ended up in St. Mungo's. I was simply at my wit's end.
How did your brother Bardolph end up in St. Mungo's?
Bardolph had spent the entire day hand-picking herbs and roots for us. When a group of Ranrock's lot appeared and demanded the harvest for themselves, Bardolph refused. In their anger, they hurled him against a rock and robbed him. The moment he left St. Mungo's, he vowed revenge. I worry he may be dabbling in magic that he will one day regret.
You said Ranrock's loyalists have set up camp here. Where, precisely?
To the south, across the river. Last I heard, there were several loyalists in each camp. I won't go near them.
Why don't you simply leave the area for now?
Upper Hogsfield is my home. Bardolph and I grew up here. No, we are standing firm. Once my brother returns, then we shall decide what to do next. He's gone to seek Victor Rookwood's advice. I didn't approve of that idea, but perhaps in the end it will help.
I'm unfortunately quite familiar with Ranrock's loyalists. Perhaps I can do something.
Much as I would love to be rid of them, I wouldn't want you to risk injury, or worse. Please be cautious. We should not have to live in fear. This is our home.
It seems as though things are getting worse. Best be on my guard.
Revelio. to worry about. Revelio. I've never seen a sword like it. Wait a moment. I will make you pay. I won't rest until not quiet enough. One less human to worry. How nice of you to stop by. I'll bury you in the deep. Levioso. Accio. No! Incendio. How nice of you to stop by. Levioso. Shut Levioso. I won't rest. Incendio. Oh, this shouldn't take long. I will make you. Levioso. I won't rest until you're dead. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. I will make you pay.
One camp down, one more to go.
Revelio. One less human to worry about. Revelio.
You're so very weak. Is that the best you can do?
You haven't had mushroom stew like what my mother used to make. Oh.
That was pitiful.
Levioso.
That was unimpressive.
Incendio.
When are you going to give up?
Are you sure? Incendio. Incendio. I won't rest until Levioso.
Fall dead asleep on my feet, I could.
Oh.
Levioso.
Put me down!
Let this serve as a warning to others too young to know better.
An intruder!
Fight about as well as a Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Levioso.
Accio.
What an unfortunate disappointment! No, that's embarrassing.
Does Hogwarts teach you nothing
Leviosa.
about
You're so very weak.
Incendio.
Wounded away, an utterly pitiful display.
You're really not very good at this, are you?
Leviosa. Accio. Incendio.
This
Leviosa.
will not go well for you.
Accio.
I shall avenge your death.
Leviosa. Incendio.
Wounded away with that. That was pitiful. Is that the best you can do?
How nice of you to stop by.
That was
Leviosa.
unimpressive. When are you going to give up? This is sad. Really, it is.
You're like a glum bumble burning spot.
I shall avenge you.
Leviosa. Protego.
Someone's here.
Accio.
Seems your art is
Still have
Leviosa. Incendio. Leviosa. Accio. Incendio. Leviosa.
a little altercation. You are postponing the inevitable.
Leviosa. Incendio. Accio. Leviosa. Accio.
Until you're dead.
Leviosa.
Are you quite finished?
Protego.
Oh, you think you're so clever.
Thinking in terms of good and evil merely indicates a limited imagination, in my opinion.
Such arrogance. You will regret coming here.
Revelio.
What are you up to now?
Angelica, all three. That was it. Half a bottle of flabbergasted.
Revelio. Revelio. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Accio! Well, that's one of Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is about. Revelio! You wanted to speak with me?
I did. Hello, I'm Duncan Hobhouse. Pleasure to meet you. I've heard all about you, of course, confronting trolls and dragons.
That's nice to hear. I have had my share of adventure. I hope my reputation's warranted.
I'm going to presume your reputation is in fact warranted, in which case, you are precisely the person I need. You see, we were learning to repel boggarts in Professor Hecat's class, and, well, mine unfortunately took the shape of a puffskein.
Well, they seem innocent, but their tongues can be most disturbing.
Exactly. I wish more of our fellow students agreed with you. Regardless of how reasonable I believe my fear of puffskeins to be, I'm beginning to get a reputation as a coward. Some have even taken to calling me Puffskeen Dunkeen.
I'm sorry to hear that. Words can be cruel.
Thank you. Poppy keeps offering to help me in overcoming my fear, but I'm too afraid to take her up on it. Anyway, to make matters worse, I stupidly blurted out that I must be braver than people think, since I have been in the hidden herbology corridor.
The hidden herbology corridor?
Yes. Rumour has it that the herbology professor before Professor Garlick kept dangerous plants there. It's supposedly so overrun now that no one dares enter it anymore. I was hoping you could go there and bring back evidence that I could use to show that, well, I'd gone in. Say a bit of an exceptionally dangerous plant of some kind.
What sort of plants should I expect in the hidden herbology corridor?
I haven't a clue. But have you seen the kinds of plants Professor Garlick grows? If the previous professor was anything like her, I'd imagine they're not exactly harmless.
Very well. If I'm in the area, perhaps I shall take a look.
Grand. I'd very much appreciate it. Come and find me if you get the proof. I shall be forever in your debt.
Hidden herbology corridor. Sounds intriguing. Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. These dry vines are one spark away from becoming kindling. Incendio! This must be the entrance to the hidden herbology corridor. Revelio. Incendio. Devil's Snare seems to thrive in darkness. Perhaps it doesn't care for light. Incendio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Incendio. Seems the Devil's Snare was protecting a chest of some kind. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. Lumos. Accio. Lumos. I imagine a piece of that enormous venomous tentacular would be enough for Duncan to prove his bravery. Incendio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.
Revelio.
Lumos.